this way. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. This is kind of like what we're doing. We have our book of concepts. So I was just practicing a lot of Star Wars things. Star Wars aliens, you know. Got Mando. Doing different concepts, different alien races. Trying to make like a Star Wars comic, so I'm just kind of like fucking around right now, which I think is like pretty cool. Yep, book of concepts.
I don't know if I should use my laptop and do something digital or not.
Up to you. I think you should finish your sketchbook, or not finish it, but like add to it.
The thing is, I want to use different mediums, and I threw all my mediums into the storage.
I feel like you can make some pretty cool, I bet you can make some wicked art. And then we could just use this as like reference if we're trying to find like photo references or something like that.
Well, I don't know where my charger is, my laptop charger. So, I don't know. I have to check to see if my battery's still okay.
Let's go, Dragon Homies. Hey, Nani, what is up?
What's up?
I'm looking for the TV remote.
You told me to put it by the TV. So I did.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Yeah, my battery's low. I can't be using the digital.
Can't be using digital.
Which sucks because, I mean, I still pay per month.
Yeah.
Put it over here, but... Put it over there, but... TV. Okay, great.
Hold on, give me 1 second, guys.
Don't fucking panic.
I'm not.
Oh, wait, no, I see it.
It's gonna be like a game of I Spy. I spy with my little eye.
Well,
Yeah.
that's grippy. Long time ago, I saw a zine that was like, it was pink, and then they printed like a darker pink on everything. It was monochromatic. And I thought it looked really cool, as opposed to, you know, like black and white and all that. It was just the same color. And I was like, oh, I'd love to do something like that. So I was thinking it'd be cool to do like a zine that just has like a little bit of like matching colors to it.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm still gonna make the taco one.
I'm gonna be silent in and out again at the gym. I gotcha.
At the gym. Oh. That's so loud, brother.
I don't know, this thing is bland. Hit you with that like though. Hey. I feel like this is not the...
It's a little loud.
Yeah, this is not the vibe. 1986 Midnight Programmer Vaporwave Synthwave and Retro Mix.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing my best to like put these evenly, but I feel like they're still a little off. There's that one time I spent the whole day just making these.
Yeah.
Let's see how it looks on there. I know you put the frickin' stapler in an odd place and not in like a
the boss stitch stapler.
So it's not like I can finish it.
What's under? I can get it tomorrow. I know where it's at. Super easy to get. Let me see. I'm trying to think of Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I got like this. Damn, I got so many pages to fill. Can I look at your computer for references or your phone?
I mean, you can look at either. I just.
I know the laptop is low on battery.
On the references I have.
I'm looking for Star Wars.
Like, saved on there, but they're not like Star Wars. You'd have to look online.
Yeah, I'll probably have to look on Google. Let's go. Look at references real quick.
I only got like 40% battery power, I think, on that thing. Alright, so. Drawer.
Where's the Google?
Probably in the Chrome button. The interwebs, sir? This is 2B. 2B or not? 2B! Now, what the F am I gonna make? Something with a blue or purple motif.
Yeah, maybe I should draw like Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Watch. Why don't you just draw you, please? You'll be handsome.
No.
You're easy on the eyes.
Oh, ship designs look crazy.
I'm gonna grab one of my thingies.
Yeah.
Let's got pictures. In my brain. Ugh. This will be my reference book. Maybe those magazines. There's Sipes in here, man. Yeah. I'm just. Is there a color of lab you think is better, superior? These are black.
They all look pretty nice.
Like, what about a chocolate lab? Chocolat? His name is Buddy.
Oh, yeah.
And a cat named Buddy, too. But wasn't a chocolate lab, he was an orange tabby cat. With a missing leg. He was my buddy. That's what I'm looking for, but I want to see if there's any other pictures of them. This is what I want. I want to get a above ground pool. You're zooming in on like your pen. The pen was like all the focus was just the edge of the pen.
Yeah.
Damn it! I lost my page. What a fuck. Oh no, I gotta find it again. Okay. So this is what I want. I want to get duckies. Look at those fuzzy little boys. They're so fluffy and soft. But look, you get an above ground pool for them to swim in.
Yeah.
It's a little kiddie pool. It's like telling me how to eat them, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. But they say that they're better egg layers than chickens are. So it says they lay as many as 300 eggs per year. That's crazy. That's like almost an egg a day. Could you imagine having an egg a day? Swimming with your duck. Chat, he's not listening to me, is he?
I feel like duck eggs would be pretty cool.
Oh, not here. No, I understand. I'm gonna get a softer pencil for this. For people who don't know in the class, it's H is like hard and B is soft. Don't ask me why. Something softer. You gotta go for this one is 2B and now I'm at 4B. Yeah. Unfortunately, the place I interviewed for, they only do dogs and cats. They don't have like exotic treatments there. So that sucks. It's like, woo. to work then.
For real.
That looks a little grumpy. I have to work on that. A knee. I don't know the anatomy of an animal if you're drawing it. It's one thing to like look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's curves here, curves there. But you know what it is, you know? It's like when I was a kid I drew a couple horses and I had no frickin' idea what I was drawing. So then it looked awkward as heck even though I was trying to follow it to the T, because I just didn't know what I was drawing. I was like, oh, it should have been the knees. And when you're a kid, you don't have an understanding of the knees. Don't go out like this. Go out like this. You know? And that's the ankle. That's the best.
Yo, what up, Bradley?
So what's up? I feel like I did the best of this duck's leg.
Do you have a sister? I do have a sister. How old is she? I want to ask you a hypothetical question. She is 25.
You are truly the oldest in one.
What would you do if you found out she was in an abusive relationship? I would tweak, man. I would actually just call it out straight how it is. I would confront the guy, honestly. That's just me, though.
My ex is one of his sisters. That happened to her.
Yeah, I would say try to intervene. Or call the police. Like... Because no one should be in an abusive relationship.
Yeah. I hope that's not actually happening to... I mean, you say it's hypothetical. I hope it's not happening to anybody in your life.
What would you... if that happened to me, he would never be heard from again. I'll spend a month preparing for the crime. I felt that.
Yeah. Yeah, my ex, one of his sisters, was being abused by the boyfriend, the baby's father. And,
Yeah.
he said him and his dad, it was taking everything in them not to, go over there and, start something, you know what I
mean? Yeah.
But they knew that she wouldn't want that. Because there was a kid with him and all that.
When they're in an abusive relationship, it's not about what the victim wants. It's about getting them out of a safe situation, out of a bad situation and putting them in a safe situation.
Well,
because remember, they're trained with being abused. You're trained to not leave your abuser because of the repercussions.
Well, she actually did leave him. And, I mean, it had its own repercussions leaving him because his family had quite a bit of money. So, basically she wanted to, she tried to move out of state with her son, and he wouldn't let her do it because, the mom had this very successful, furniture business store and had very good lawyers. And she was struggling to try to fight it, but there was a whole bunch of stuff. There was a whole long story. He went to rehab and stuff. Had a lot of issues that he took care of, but she did leave the situation, and they haven't reconciled or anything like that. So she didn't go back to him, which I know is a very common thing, sadly. My duck looks evil, but it's okay. Evil ducks still deserve love.
Actually, I think I might bring the body to his parents' house with no fingerprints on it, no DNA traces on it. It was wild. I felt that, though.
Don't let them catch you on the IP address.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't let them catch you.
Because they'll look at your, internet usage. If you're Googling how to bury a dead body, that's one of the first things they do.
Don't worry, I never snitch.
I know, but I'm saying this for his sake, I didn't see anything, and it's all hypothetical.
True.
I've got an evil duck, guys. Let's see my evil duck. He just looks angry. I have to shade it some more.
He looks sad.
He looks sad?
Yeah.
I think he looks angry. Angry duckling?
Kind of looks cheery a little bit.
Yeah, I used the reference right here.
He's cheery.
Yeah. But I do feel you on that. It would be...
I wouldn't have to worry about them looking through my search history. Fair enough.
Yeah. Mine's a vault. I've seen a lot of those shows, and I think the most common things that happen where, they, tell on themselves, kind of in a literal sense, is either looking up things and not keeping their story straight, or they blab it to someone, or come back to the scene of the crime. There have been people that have been found they admitted to somebody else they did it, or oh, there's a search party, and then they show up or whatever for the search party, and it's how did you know this is where they were? It's sus. So you just have to because I watch those interviews and stuff like that, which, by the way, even if you're not guilty of something, even if you're I know I didn't do this and I am innocent, tell them I want to talk to a lawyer. Don't say a word to anybody. Say I refuse to speak. I want to have a lawyer. Because when you start blabbing, they automatically start recording you and everything. They say you have a right to remain silent. You can stay silent. They'll try to egg you to saying something.
Damn.
Don't fold.
Is something going on, Bradley?
Sometimes most people do kind of think about scenarios, though, you know? At the same time. You think, oh, if it were me, you know, and this and that. And you do think of stories. Or, like, what you would do in that position. No, he was just watching a movie.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and that's perfectly normal to have those feelings, like those thoughts, like, hey, what would I do if I was in that person's position? This rich guy's sister gets beat up. And her baby gets, oh, man. Yeah, that's horrible, dude. Stories are always like that sad, you know? I'm just drawing this duck to draw it. I really have no rhyme or reason. I just, even in the homesteading life, like the thoughts of it, I'm just thinking about drawing stuff from nature. His wife, his wife thinks that she's having an affair with him. Whoa.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is crazy. Is it like just fictional, or is it like based on like real life? I don't know if I've seen that one. I saw this one called something about cats. There was a guy who was murdering, like inviting people to his like apartment and murdering people, and they found him because he was on like 4chan or Reddit or something like that, and he was like showing videos of like torturing cats, and people were fucking pissed at the guy, so they found his address.
Yeah. Dang, you're a really good drawer.
He is.
I feel like it's okay. It's just studies, references.
He's always telling me, he's always trying to gas me up and say nice things about me, and he don't do the same thing for himself over here.
For even better drawer than me and my friends.
Yeah. No, he's good. Dragon Master's 525. He's good. He's got, I think what's great about him is his, he can just do it on the fly so quickly without much thought. I gotta sketch out things. I can't just like raw dog it with a pen, you know? Hey, Bradley asked you something.
Hey bro, can I ask for a drawing request? It really depends on what it is. I normally do commissions to kind of support the channel, you know?
Maybe if it's something simple.
Yeah, if it's something simple, I don't mind doing it. But if it's something a little bit more complicated... Oh, it's very simple? I'd be down. Let me finish one more page, and I'd be down, depending on the request. And I'll let you know straight up if I can do it or not. Bill Cipher, actually, you can even put him inside your... I can draw Bill Cipher. Yeah, I can do that.
Who's that?
He's from Gravity Falls.
Oh, I never watched that. Or read that, or whatever that is. I've heard the phrase, but I've never, like, actually seen it. People will be like, oh yeah, this is an Undertale meme, and I'm like, what the fuck is an Undertale? I'm so, like, out of the loop.
Lots of creators are actually putting him in the background. Yeah, I could do that. I really like Bill Cipher. He's pretty cool. Let me make a couple Trendoshans, and I'll do Bill Cipher. Or of their comics. I gotcha.
Get a good picture of this. Oh, it's gonna cut off, but it's cute. It's crazy when you really observe like what you're drawing. You're like noticing the details of things, and you're like, "Whoa, I never thought about this before." Like, for example, these birds, especially the ducks here, their eyes are very high up on their heads. You know, they're not like in the center.
Guys, Bill Cipher can travel through universe, so he's kind of like everywhere, anywhere that he wants to be. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That is pretty cool. You know, this thing actually has a whole like article on how to survive when you can't pay the bills, like real emergency stuff. Yeah. If you're getting foreclosed and things like that, how much you're gonna have to like scrape by to pay the bills. I pray that never happens to me. You know?
Yeah.
It's been dicey before, you know? How to cure meat at home. You want to do any of that stuff where you get like meats and you like smoke it? You know?
I wouldn't mind.
What about like pickling?
Pickling sounds cool.
Jams?
You say yams?
Jams. I mean, you could do yams. Yes.
Yeah, I could do jams.
This shows a thermal greenhouse.
It's just me, or am I lazy? Because whenever I'm drawing a hand, I always make the second fingers, the two fingers connect. Hey guys, it's just me. Oh no, it's definitely fine to do that kind of stuff. It's perfectly fine.
Honestly, that's really common, especially when you're like not so confident in hands. There's a lot of. I remember when I first started drawing, I would be like so scared of like how terrible my hands were. I would hide them behind something, or I would like, you know, put their hands behind their back or in their pockets, because I was too scared of like how bad my hands were. It was just really frustrating. And sometimes, yeah, doing like the thing that's kind of like the Vulcan salute. Sometimes I would do stuff like that, or you know, certain poses with the hands are a little easier to draw than others, I guess you could say. You have to eventually, though, you know, try, because you're not actually going to get better unless you put yourself. A part of like learning to draw well is being uncomfortable half of the time. Just admittedly, like going, okay, well this looks like garbage, but there's no obligation to show it to anyone, and then just kind of keep it, and then like keep working on it, and then go, okay, look back. And I only look back at, like, keep them so I can look back and go, okay, well, I did get better, so I feel a little more satisfied. Yeah, like, peace signs, Vulcan salutes, sort of things like that. That's a common thing to do when you're, like, worried about how your fingers look on the drawings. Alright. And Bradley says he'll be right back.
Okay.
This thing shows you how to make your own fuel out of corn.
Out of corn?
Yeah. That's gas, baby. Easy projects for instant energy savings. So the whole thing on how to save energy like
Love your
Bill's.
plugins but wish you had more scent control? Meet the Febreze Plug Scent Booster. Enjoy the same 50 days of continuous scent as Febreze Plug, including the cord for flexible placement options and a boost button for extra scent. Febreze Plug Scent Booster.
Fornendo energia pulita tutti I giorni.
There is no off-season. They need to be better than the competition.
Yarn farming. I wish, buddy. That would be kind of cool. But I bet that's a lot of work.
Constantly improving. Dropbox plays a very pivotal role in kind of increasing your bandwidth.
This pig's kind of cute. I'm gonna draw the pig.
Take back control of your erections and optimize testosterone through pills. This daily dual action pill includes prescription strength
You're a duck.
for longer lasting erections to help you feel younger, stronger, and more energized. Plus zinc to naturally support the testosterone levels. Pims is 100% online. You can enjoy convenience with discretion. See why 73% of users report having more spontaneous intimacy with daily treatment. Keep your edge reacting with P plus testosterone support. Start today at hims.com.
Check the actual, like, order I put this in. So this one's... What did that one do? I'm gonna trail off. Got big ears like the piggy has. Oh my goodness. Isn't it crazy to think that like pigs are so close in DNA to us?
Yeah.
That they use them for like ballistics and stuff like that. Or like, you know, because the flesh itself is so similar to us.
I think that's crazy.
They like use the pigs for comparison when like shooting to see like how a bullet goes through a human. Like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
La la la. I'm able to kind of get the charm of an animal.
I feel like you do.
Piggy! It's interesting to like observe and be like, well, because this is a 3/4 view of the pig, right? So you have to realize that everything is like twisted, so it's kind of like squished. So this eye's kind of cut off, it's a lot smaller, so these are very far apart. You can see the real entirety of the eye in this one. Again, very far apart, this little guy in there. Looks a lot different from this angle. There's something frustrating about being like drawing something and you're like, it doesn't look right. It's just not, you know, vibing. I'm just glad when I'm able to kind of get it. So it makes me think of like Charlotte's Web right now. It's over. Piggy. I'm working with experimenting with some cross hatching right now. And it is iffy.
I'm obsessed with this. Don't be surprised.
Hold up, so you're saying that I get my puts in Philip shows like the Kardashians and Vanderpump
Ugh.
If my action Phillips and or Daredevil one again for that price. Goodbye, paying separately.
I am so done with her.
And hello to the Hulu and Disney Plus one.
Hello. Here's some snacks.
Sugar.
When life calls for more, Mazda answers. With more adventure, more grit, and confidence. The Mazda CX-50, assembled in America, and the Mazda CX-5. Discover more at the Mazda Summer Sales Event. Current inventory remains unaffected by new tariffs.
Take advantage of one of these exceptional offers during the More to Move You sales event.